Welcome to the embodiment practice for the second chakra. Go ahead and take a comfortable seat, either on a block or on your seat on the ground, whichever is more comfortable for you. Place your hands right on your thighs, sit up nice and tall, and if you need to rock side to side or move the flesh from your thighs as you take your seat, do that so that you can sit right on top of your sitting bones. So the second chakra is located between the pubic bone and the navel. And it's our place of where we savor life, where we create from. It's also a place of sensuality, sexuality as well. The element for the second chakra is water. And so there's a very strong sense of being in the flow when you're connected with your second chakra and in balance. So put your hand on your belly and the other hand on your heart, either right or left, and begin to rock the pelvis forward and back. And if you'd like to close your eyes here, it can feel really nice to just sense the backward flow of energy as well as the forward flow. And you can imagine that the pelvis is a bowl filled with some kind of fluid. And as you tilt forward, the fluid would spill forward. And as you tilt back, it spills back. And right in the center is where you'd sit, right on top of your sitting bones. Take a nice full breath into this space. And a breath out, maybe lifting the low belly just slightly to feel some tone in the front of the body. Inhale. Fill up the front belly, maybe even push into the back a little bit too. Exhale, draw in and up. And one more time, inhale, let the belly get full, soft. And exhale, find a little tone, a little sense of the inward flow as well, inward attention. Now open your eyes and come onto your back. Feet will be on the floor and these will be bent. Imagine that you're putting the pelvis, the back of the pelvis, onto a clock. And we're going to rock around the clock a little bit. So start by tilting the pelvis forward to 6 o'clock. So your tailbone is 6 o'clock. The top of the pelvis is 12 o'clock. The right side of the pelvis is 9 o'clock. And the left side of the pelvis is 3 o'clock. And you don't have to be too fussy about the numbers, but just start to move around these different points, finding your way, and perhaps getting a sense of any stretching that's going on, any places where you want to stretch and make more space in the pelvis. Notice if it feels good on your muscles to roll around and compress them a teeny bit. If you have any tightness in the glutes or even piriformis, you might feel that there. And just notice for yourself how it feels to just rock around a little bit. And now let's be a little bit more specific. So go ahead and tilt towards 6 o'clock. Take a breath in. And then towards 12 o'clock. Breath out. 3 o'clock on the breath in. And 9 o'clock on the breath out. And once more, 6 o'clock on the breath in, 12 o'clock on the breath out, 9 o'clock this time, we'll reverse it on the breath in, and 3 o'clock on the breath out. And then go back to moving around the clock as you like. And notice if there's any more mobility second time around. Come to center, lift your hips. Now you may or may not need the block for this to stabilize the knees. Hands on your hips, tip 9 o'clock or touch down on 9 o'clock and then lift up. Touch down on 3 o'clock and lift up. And this just gives you some sensory awareness of the two sides of the sacrum, being able to differentiate them, and in the meantime, stabilizing them too. The knees really stay in line here. So you don't want to let them wobble out to the side or start to lose their structure. The knees stay nice and stable. And go back and forth just 2 or 3 more times. And then lower the pelvis down onto the mat. Take a moment to pause, right hand on the belly, left hand on your heart, or the reverse, whatever feels good. Breathe into your two hands and breathe out, and maybe even press the spine down into the mat as you breathe out. Breathe in, maybe tilting the pelvis forward a little bit more to 6 o'clock, and breathe out. You might even find 12 o'clock on the exhale. And one more time, breathing in. Or if just a gentle rocking for you is happening, that's just fine too. And now bring your knees up into your chest. Take the outer edges of your feet, happy baby. And we're going to rock from side to side on the pelvis. And if your pelvis doesn't touch down on the ground, take a different hand placement on the legs. Maybe take the hands to the outs of the knees and find the rocking there. And you may notice a difference in how you can move here. And then hug your knees into your chest. Close your eyes for a moment. Hold yourself. Take a nice full breath in. Then roll over to your side. Come up to sit. And notice the feeling that you have. Perhaps you feel a little more flow in this second chakra area. Namaste.